Tuesday, December 7th. It is so cold in Washington, D.C. I just checked, it is either 0 or -3 or 4. And I pity Kun Thaksin Shinawatra if he decides to go on the 16th of December, as Kun Noppadol, his advisor, says. Do you think he would really freeze out?
Yeah, it will be very cold for him indeed, actually.
But he is supposed to be the guest of the Commission on...
I still have to remember the name.
Yes, Commission on Security Cooperation in Europe.
Yes.
Which of course is not really anything to do with Asia, but this is the commission that is interesting. It was set up under a public law in America to monitor the
security cooperation.
Yes, and it's also known, if you think it's too long, the name, then just think of it's called Helsinki Commission, because the Helsinki Summit back in 1970s decided that they should set up an organization of security cooperation in Europe, and this CESE is part of that mechanism.
It's amazing how this operation of this commission branch out to cover human rights.
Human rights, human trafficking, narcotics, corruption, everything. Because the definition of security in the past few years has, changed dramatically. So only the military weapons, anything that affects economic, social security is also considered security.
And Thailand happens to be a partner in that treaty also. That's why we have a channel for Kun Thaksin, just to slip into this.
Well, there's a big bet in the newsroom as to whether he will make it.
Well, first thing first, we saw this as a usual status update of Kun Thaksin.
Oh, right. Status update? You're Facebook these days.
Once a month, he will emerge to create something like this. Some talk of the town, some controversy. And we see it as a game of who will blink first among Thailand, Washington, and Kun Thaksin himself.
Wow, really? So you don't think he will really make it to Washington? This is only, we call it red herring, meaning that, he's trying to raise something just to call attention, and then he may change his mind in the next few days and say, for the sake of national cooperation, national reconciliation, I have decided not to go.
First thing first, it will not be easy for him. First, it will be the question of how, when he will get his visa.
Okay.
If he hasn't got it already, it will be difficult. Which passport he will use?
Well, his Thai passport has been revoked.
So
he has the Montenegro passport.
And from what we know, from the information that we know today, that he hasn't sought a new visa to enter the U.S. As yet. But also, Kun Noppadol today have confirmed that he will definitely go to Washington.
So that would be interesting as to, whether he wants to go or not. But if he's going to testify about the so-called human rights violation in Thailand, he has many questions to answer.
Yes, apart from criticizing the Thai government, he himself will have to answer a lot of questions, and we believe that it will not be quite a straightforward present of Kun Thaksin at that meeting.
You mean it's no guarantee that he will gain from this visit? That he might lose? That he might not gain the kind of benefit or popularity in Washington, or suddenly he might, find himself washed anew, cleaned up by the committee?
Yeah, the first risk he has to take is he has to step on American soil first before considering the question. He will have to face the U.S. immigration first. And as we know, the U.S. immigration is quite independent from the other agencies. So he could be stopped at the gate of the U.S. And that would be a big setback for him.
But has the Foreign Ministry here, or the Attorney General's office, submitted a request to the American government for extradition?
Not yet, not yet. Today, the cabinet was briefed by the Thai Foreign Ministry today,
yes.
And there's not much that we already don't know about. The Foreign Ministry tell the cabinet that we only know that Thaksin has been invited, and if we still don't even know that the Americans will allow him to enter the country or not.
But then the Thai ambassador in Washington has also been invited.
That's a standby. The Thai embassy there has been told to be on alert, to be ready if Thaksin is allowed to enter the U.S. and take part in this briefing. The Thai ambassador will have to be there to defend the Thai government.
You know what I really like to see? That Foreign Minister Thaksin
to be there by himself,
yes,
that would be
and then
showdown.
With Thaksin together, and they would talk about human rights, talk about corruption, they can talk about everything. So we shall see whether things will really get really cold in Washington, D.C. next week.